All right, another idea for a Christmas tree that I'm seeing some people do is kind of like these individual leaves that maybe will end up revolved. So the way I'm going to start it is I'm going to start it with a polygon. Um, Now, let's see. I might start it, I'll probably do another 10-sided polygon, whatever you might call that. Oops. Decagon? Ah, see. It's one of those things you learn, and then, at least I learned at some point, and then decagon. I guess if my life depended on it, I probably could have come up with that. I don't know. I'm not that smart. All right. So now I'm going to make a work plane through this edge here at an angle to the flat plane. All right. Now I have something in mind here, and I probably should start a sketch on a vertical plane just to kind of give myself a reference. You know, we often will use sketches in modeling as purely as references, not even part of our model, just as reference lines. So I'm going to start a sketch on this work plane just as a reference as to how big overall I want this thing to be, right? So 2 inches wide. I want it to be about 3.5 inches tall, similar to the one in the other video. I am going to make this construction line. So let's make this 3.5 inches tall. Uh-oh, it's off angle. 3.5. There's a construction line there. I'm going to bring that down to this point. Notice it's not snapping to that point. I'll just dimension it in a second. All right, I'll snap it up there. Maybe I should have made that octagon or that decagon a construction shape as well. Got 1.0. Oh, yeah, that's all right. I'll just, all right, I'm not going to bother with that. All right, so let's give me the basic reference shape here, right? Now, I'm going to make a work plane tangent to this at approximately this angle. Um, Maybe a little steeper than that. We'll see. So work plane, tangent, angled the plane around edge. So it's going to be angled to that edge and that flat plane. But I select the plane over here that I want to angle to. This is similar to what we did in that one CAD modeling part, right? So you can just grab this angle, this thing here, and tilt it 105 degrees. Look, that actually lines up perfectly. I'm going to make it a little steeper, actually, though. I want to do it like there. The next row, I'll lean back a little more, maybe. All right, so we have this work plane now. That's interesting. So that's blue on this side. So I'm going to flip this. The default is always for the front of the plane to be the side that appears to be orange. I don't know if you've ever noticed that before, but I don't want to start the sketch on that inside. I want to start on the outside. So what you can do is you can right click on the sketch, the work plane, and you can click flip normal, and it'll make it that way. So I got this work plane here. All right. So now what? Well, the whole reason I made the octagon was simply to make this work plane. I'm not going to use that octagon for extrusion or decagon, just to make that single work plane. Could have done it with a square, I guess, but I might end up making other work planes on here to make different leaves. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Start a sketch on this work plane. All right. Now I'm going to make this. Now notice my angle here is kind of weird. Don't click anything. Just move translationally, meaning hold down your middle mouse button or use this hand to move your view around. I'm going to make like a triangle here. All right. I'm going to start it something like this. It's just kind of a random triangle. It's not even very symmetric right there. All right. Am I going to make another one yet? No, I'm not. Finish sketch. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to extrude that triangle, just that triangle, just a little bit, 0.1 maybe? Yeah, that'll be good, 0.1. Okay. I'm going to chamfer the edges a little bit, 0.02. Now a little more, 0.04. Yeah, that looks better. Chamfer these two edges, hit apply. Okay. Now I'm going to circular pattern that. I'm going to try that. Circular pattern that about the central axis. Oh, it's not finding that axis. Maybe because it's a construction line? That's weird. You should definitely find that axis. Let me go and see if I make that one solid, not a construction line. So I just click it, uncheck a construction line. It should be able to reference it. I don't understand why it wouldn't. Maybe I'm gonna have to draw a circle somewhere here. All right. So again, let's see if we can circular pattern this about this axis. Let's go. No. Okay. So I got to go in here. I'm gonna go into the decagon sketch. I'm gonna add a circle in there, just centered on that decagon. All right. It's a random circle. So now when I circular pattern this feature about that circle, oh come on, why wouldn't it do that? It wants a solid, perhaps. Maybe I have to make a solid for it to reference. I don't understand why that wouldn't work. Usually it can just, I guess I have to circular pattern it around an existing solid. So, well, I'll just make that triangle in the middle solid for now. So I'll go in here. I'll change one side of this to be a full non-construction line, and then I'll go ahead and connect it up one more time with a full non-construction line. All right, I'm gonna revolve this now about this axis. All right, this is probably not even really connected to that, which is fine. Doesn't really matter. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try revolving this again, circular patterning this feature. Got to make sure I get the chamfers, I think. There we go. So I guess you have to have a pattern. Now I'm going to double these. All right, so there's that. Maybe I want to go more. 14. Oops. 144. Too many. Try 20. See what that looks like. All right. Cool. That actually looks kind of neat. All right. I don't love this cone in the middle, but we'll see what happens. I might be able to get rid of that later on. That's annoying, to tell you the truth. I'll probably want to cut it out. I don't like the way that looks. So there's a start, right? Now I can make this more interesting by adding more work planes. So perhaps now I want to make another work plane. Let's see, anchored plane around edge. Again, I want to angle to that plane, and I want to do it this edge this time. All right, and I want to get a view where I can see it. I think 105 was about where we were at to make it even with the face. 105. All right. Now that first work plane I made, I'm going to make that invisible. Right click, visible. It's confusing to see. I'm going to start another sketch on the work plane now. All right. I'm going to draw a triangle on this one now. But I'm going to make it, let's see. Maybe I'll make it like here. I don't know. I want it to be somewhat centered on this line, I suppose. Maybe I want it to go here. Maybe I want to make it a little wider. I don't know. I'm just winging this. You know, I don't. I'm gonna see what it looks like. Move this up a little bit. Finish sketch. Extrude. That. Now I got to make this one probably a little bit thicker, right? So it comes out above some of that. 1625. Probably got to go even bigger than that. 17. Oops, that wasn't 7. Go 120. All right, let's see what that looks like. All right, tilt it back a little farther. So now this is getting kind of cool. Let's chamfer this one now. Make it a little bit bigger chamfer. Oops, 0.06. All right, okay. Let's circular pattern this one now. Got to get the chamfer as well. Rotation axis, bam. Maybe I don't want to do quite as many with this one. Maybe 18 or 16 maybe. It's a smaller diameter circle. Oh, but look, I got this blank space in the middle here. Let's see. I don't really want that blank space in between them. So maybe I have to drop it down or add more. Or make the initial triangle taller. That'd probably be the ticket there. If I made the initial triangle taller, that'd probably be good. So we'll see. I'm talking to myself here, but that's okay. I kind of like the more 18. See what happens. Oh no, it failed. It's getting complex. All right, so let me show you what you do when you hit that option. Cancel. Inventor doesn't like it when things get too complex. All right. So let's see if it'll let us. No, it won't let me make it a new solid. All right, let's see if I reduce the number if it will like it. It says it's failing, errors. It's showing it though, which is always the frustrating thing. It didn't put the chamfers on there. Maybe it can't do the chamfer. I see that now. Let me go back to this extrusion I did. If you start hitting weird errors like that because your shape's getting too complex, you got to start adding new solids. So this extrusion here, I have to hit this option, make it a new solid. I hit OK. And you see now that first extrusion's a solid body, the second extrusion's a solid body. I probably should have done that revolution as a new solid too, because then I could turn it off. Is this gonna mess everything up? All right, so we have 3 solids. And what you can do is when I go to export this, that cone that I made, I can actually turn off its visibility and it won't export as part of the STL, which is really a cool thing. Anyhow. All right. So it's in there, and let me try revolving it now. I bet it'll work. Or circular pattern it, sorry. Let's try 16 or 18. Oh, it's still giving me trouble. It doesn't like that chamfer for some reason. So if I select just the, let me try circular pattern, just the shape. Pattern solids. Include work surface and features. No, okay. Solids, rotational axis. Let's see if this works. Pattern it as a solid. Yes. So that's the work on pattern as a solid. Now this first one, this first triangle, I need to make it taller. I'm probably gonna have to make this one taller too, aren't I? Go back to this sketch here. Make this quite a bit taller to make sure we're gonna have enough. Whoa, that gets crazy. That's kind of fun though. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. This is going better than I thought. It's fun to Fun to mess around. I'm trying to get rid of those holes there. Oh, come on. Accept. It did it, but it's crazy overlapping. Okay, so it's too tall. All right, so maybe make that shorter. Oh boy. Let's see here. Where is it? I need extrusion 2. Extrusion 1. Oh, there it is. Too tall, too tall. Sketch 3. Drop it down a little bit. See what it does. Hit accept. Oh, yeah, see, now it's poking through there. Yeah, I gotta make it shorter. Go back to where it was. Maybe what I have to do is, be a little smarter in my triangle. Maybe it should actually be shorter, and then I should make more. Or maybe I should just leave it hollow and let it look like this. You know, maybe when I get rid of the cone, I just leave those blank spaces. Or maybe I make another shape to go in there. Maybe I make a bulb or something to go in there to hide that little hole, right? So you got different options. So then I'm going to probably make another work plane and just repeat this pattern up a little bit. Fairly interesting. Maybe what I want to do is, let's see, what could I do there? On that work plane, it'd be nice to put something in there to kind of block. Maybe make that second triangle a little shorter. Again. There it is. So don't overlap too much. Anyway, I just continue messing with that, making more sketches, continue it up. It'd be nice if you could, pattern this upward, but it won't really work. You pretty much just got to keep making work planes. And yeah, I know it's annoying, but it is what it is. This is why people make a lot of money to do CAD modeling for their jobs, because it does take thousands of hours to make certain things. It's just is what it is. All right, so I'm gonna do one more on this work plane. I'm gonna get a little radical here, make it a little thinner. Maybe that's the ticket. Let me make it. Start one like here. I'm gonna start it down a little lower. See what that does. Make it a little thinner. This one's gonna be silly. Extrude it. Oh, I didn't angle the work plane around the edge. Whoops. I didn't angle it right. 105. Oh, I didn't need to delete that sketch either. Oh well. Alright, there we go. I'll start it like here. No, I'm going to start it like there. Make it a little taller. Now I can't see the bottom of my line, so I got to go View, Visual Style, Shaded with Hidden Edges, and I can see inside of the model for drawing my line upwards from there. Connect there. to there, finish sketch. All right, new solid, very good. Let's see if we gotta make it a little thicker. I think we do. But as you go up, you gotta make these things thicker so they pop out from the previous layer. Okay, new solid, very good. I'm gonna, that's what I could have done. I could have covered that gap up here with another triangle. Anyway, some chamfering. Fun. Okay. What do we got? How's it look? Maybe it's not thick enough. I don't know. Circular pattern, solids. I want to do. I want to circular pattern that solid. About this axis. Oops, not that solid. Oh, did I not extrude that as a new solid? Looks like I didn't. There we go. Okay. Extrude this solid about this axis. Still got that little gap in there. Oh, it didn't get the chamfer. Rats. I noticed how the shape is kind of angled because of the way where I drew it in the plane, it was off-centered a bit. Anyway. I want chamfer that. Delete that circular pattern. Oh, that's what it is. This chamfer. Oh, it was done. Okay. Pattern solids. There we go. Cool. So that included the chamfer. Still got this big gap. You know, maybe I should be making his diamonds. Maybe that would be. Diamonds would probably allow that to close that gap between layers. That's probably the way to go. Oh, let's see. You can actually probably go back and change that. Sketch 2. Nope. Sketch 3. Yeah, watch this. I wonder if it'll. Probably not gonna like this, but we'll do it anyway. Let's see. Can I do it? Can I do it? Hey, it did it. Hey, the diamond. That's the ticket. Not triangles. The diamond. Sketch 4. The diamond. By making it a diamond, it closes that gap. Then I just trim off that. Come on, baby. All right. That's actually coming together. Then that last one I just made. Make that a diamond. Oops. Longest video of life. Oops. Where is it? I go back into that sketch and trim off the middle part there. See if I can find it. Hey, what do you know? All right, so let's change my view so we can kind of see where we're at here. Make this work plain invisible. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Kind of weird, but kind of cool. Kind of look like a pineapple. The key there kind of look like a jet engine. Um, the key is to do new solids though, otherwise it gets the software can't process it. When you do a new solid, it kind of locks in the previous solids, so, and it kind of separates your part into um, different things. Well, I'll continue on with that, and then I'll show you how to make add another, like star or something to the top here. Kind of like in the last video, you just make a word plane down the middle and sketch what you want to sketch.